Hi, Virgo. How are ya? Sarah with Earth to Sarah Tarot. Let's just jump right into the rest of April and May love reading. See what's going on with you guys. I know we had kind of a crazy conversation the last time, and we talked about emotional depth and really listening to people's hearts and avoiding the need to feel useful and be of service to someone by like being a fix-it type or critical or whatever, you know, like we talked about. So let's just see what's going on with you guys. I think there's a full moon coming up in your sign soon, so we'll just ask the beautiful beings above what's going on in your love life. And I'm gonna go super intuitive. Obviously, I'm reading for a lot of people, and this may or may not resonate for you. So if it doesn't resonate, just take what you want, leave it, or check out your moon or rising. Honestly, moon is so important. We've talked about that before too. I also want to say, Virgo, for some of you Virgos, be careful with the drinking, okay? I heard be careful with the drinking. And the food. Make sure you're nourishing your body. I say that to you every time. All right, Virgo, for the month of May, please. Okay, we do the answers clear. Perfect. Feels good. I'm going to try just not to like talk too much because my videos have been so long. And it's just how I am, you know. I can't. Oh, look what's on the bottom of the deck. We're on track. I love it. Oh, it just, you know, this is why I do tarot, because believe it or not, it's real, you know. So one message I did here while meditating for you guys is spirituality. How that is in your life. Is there a spiritual connection? Do you have a system for that, a worship for that, anything, whatever you want it to be, any kind of higher power. Just, you know, make sure that you have that, because I know, Virgo, you get super internal with your emotions and you overthink everything, and rarely do you let people know if you're hurting or if you're upset. And I think that journaling or speaking in prayer form to whoever is extremely important to you. You are the Hermit card. You are the wise one. That's how you find, I'm not obviously going to take that. It's like the whole deck. That's how you find answers, is by taking that time to yourself, especially in the wilderness and camping, riding dirt bikes, dune buggies, fishing, whatever it is, you know, that you do if you're a male, or if you're a woman, your exercise routine, your diet, your sleep, things like that. So see, Virgo, you don't want to let me in. What's going on? Okay, cool. I love it. King of Cups. This could be a water sign person, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. It can also just mean that we talk, like what we talked about last time, being a little more vulnerable and open with your emotions, and taking that sort of judgment out of things and being very fluid with your compassion and stuff like that, and not necessarily wanting to fix things all the time, just maybe listen and hold space for people, because you are a very service-oriented person, but you do it in such a way that you try to fix things or do, and instead of just listen and let people complain without trying to solve their problems, right? So that energy is they're very compassionate. They're very good listeners. So perhaps that's you. We'll see what else comes out. But perhaps that's your energy, or perhaps you are dealing with someone like that, male or female. It doesn't have to be just because it's a king, because this is for lots of people. Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. Okay. So, Page of Cups. Again, another water sign energy. This is a Pisces for sure, or Scorpio, Cancer. And we have the Page of Wands, which is a fire energy, Sag, Leo, Aries. But more importantly, these are speaking of communication, messages, children. I always think of pages as just like super playful, youthful, texting, Snapchatting, millennial, super social, but it has a lot to do with messages, children. Some of you Virgos could be dating someone that is a mother or father and has children, and that's new to you, or you have children and you're having, you're dealing with them. But the Ace of Swords is next to it, which is swords is about our thoughts. It's about communication. Very clear, very truthful, very sharp yet honest. And these are very playful, open. So Virgo, you could be, I feel like you could be maybe talking to a couple different people. If you're single, you could be talking to more than one person. Friendly conversation that you are considering, it could turn into something else. You're not sure. You could be crushing on someone and being a little more sensitive than you like to be, and it's just kind of naturally coming out that you're being more, with the King of Cups too. It's just like a very sure, open, but not caring, not over analyzing, which is awesome for you, because you usually can't just send a text to somebody without going over it and perfecting it, and these two people don't really perfect it. They're just natural. There's a natural connection going on here. Let me just show you, because I don't want to look at myself this whole time. So hopefully you can see these. All right. Crazy, right? So to me, this is about, like I said, clarity, communication, honesty. It's really not there, what I'm getting, which is so weird, because so a lot of tarot readers, if you watch a lot of tarot readers, you'll see that they say, I love my beautiful rose, since I'm channeling love energy, they say the meanings of the cards, and different possibilities that they could be, right? And it could be this, it could be that, this is what this card means. But for me, the cards mean different things all the time and for different people. So the energy that I'm getting is a vulnerability. You're adapting a unusual Virgo, because you're a calculated, cautious person when it comes to dating, when it comes to relationships. And this is for if it's somebody new, if you're in a newer relationship, or you're single and you're talking to someone, or there's like a friendly exchange. It's like a getting to know each other, but you're comfortable. You feel comfortable with this person. You feel as though you can be open and honest, and they don't judge you, and you feel like they're on the same kind of, what the heck? Another page? Now the Page of Pentacles? What are all these people doing? I just don't like it when I get so many people, because I don't know. So you're getting all this communication from a bunch of different angles, or you're dating a bunch of different people. You've got a lot of different friends around. So this is definitely the Virgo, more Virgo energy, or a earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. These are the water sign, and then we have a fire sign here. So it could be any sign, it could be multiple people, it could be children, it could be a mixed family, but I'm just going to go with what I feel right now in a love reading, is that there's a I almost feel like if you're in a relationship already, Virgo, whether you're male or female, there could be somebody around you that's, you don't really know too well, but you feel an immediate attraction to, an immediate connection to, where it's of the friendship nature. It's like super easy. They're easy to talk to. They're easy to get along with. You're able to have fun with them. And it's, the High Priestess is an intuitive, like I said, there's a calmness. There's a willing to just be honest. There's a clarity of intention here. It's like nobody's being dishonest. So even if, okay, say you're attached in a relationship and there's somebody that's catching your eye, you still are being respectable with each other, honest with each other. It's not like you're trying to have some sort of sneaky affair. You're like, wow, I'm attracted to you, you're attracted to me, but I'm attached already, so that sucks, but you can't help but feel something. And if you're just totally single, then there's definitely a new flirtation going on, and it's something that has made you feel you're giving different people a chance. I think, the way we talked about in the last one, the Pretty Woman one, about just kind of not judging people and letting them be themselves, and then learning who they are right off, just learning what they're about without judging. And I feel like the pages are very open to the learning thing. They're very open to the idea of new friends and meeting new people and learning new things. And so Virgo, whoever, you may be talking to a couple people, or there may be just someone that's different from you and interesting and mystical, and like I said, you just feel open with and comfortable with and sexually attracted to, for sure. I mean, these two energies are such a feminine, sexual, attractive woman that's got depth, serious depth. And the same with this king. So I feel it's the same story for Virgo female, Virgo male, that if you're a Virgo female, there's a male person that maybe you normally wouldn't have given the time of day, but the more you got to know them and the more conversations you had, the more you realized that you had stuff in common and that there was a friendship there for sure. And now I think the connection went from a friendly thing to a, oh wow, I might have feelings for this person. I might be developing a connection. Maybe, I mean, especially with the Empress coming up. I mean, if you're a Virgo woman, you're like, wow, this person makes me feel good, or there's a sexual energy behind both of these cards. There's a respect. But again, the Empress is married, so I just hope there's not a married party here and there's an undeniable attraction that you know is kind of forbidden, but you're just like, oh my gosh, this is someone that hears my soul, you know? Yeah, but I see a progression of friendly communication to, oh, I'm starting to notice that now I see this person on a deeper level and there's some potential, but what's this holding back? There's a holding back. Something's holding you back. Either you're already in a relationship, or you could have children that are holding you back in some way, or but there's a gut feeling that you're having, Virgo, like that you want to like care. It's bringing out that side of you that I was just so hoping for, that you're normally so analytical and you second guess yourself all the time, you know, and you are service oriented and all that, and it's awesome, but there's more to relationships than just being able to provide or be useful. Sometimes you need that sexual mysticism, that depth, those things where you like look at the person and you're enthralled by what they have to say. And it seems to be a very, whether it's a man or a woman, Virgo, they're like very kind, they're very spiritual, they're very different, but they're very honest about who they are. They don't seem to hide who they are at all. And I think maybe you had either been overlooking them, or it started originally as a friendship, and now you're noticing that you were like, oh my gosh, I was blind to this person's potential. See, like I say, either if you're a Virgo woman, like, this is a man of depth, of compassion, of... Oops, my battery. He's awesome, especially to a Virgo. You would feel like, wow, that's cool. You're really romantic and stuff. And same Virgo man, this woman is she has a lot to offer. She's very beautiful and abundant and natural and comfortable with who she is, and she's into nature, and it's your element, a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn style element, and it seems that the exchanges of communication that you're having, it's friendly, but it's also tender and welcoming and exploratory and non-judgmental. Because this is true, it's non-judgmental. So there's definitely someone around, Virgo, that is deep. I'm not sure if you're what's holding you back, or if it's just something that you had not seen prior, and now you're starting to see it. The more you get to know him, the further you go into conversation and stuff like that. It's like the more intrigued you become. That's awesome. I really, really, really hope this is true, Virgo. And if you're really single, there's definitely someone that maybe you're just not, you would never be attracted to physically or something, but if you started talking to them and giving them a chance, they might fully knock your socks off. And if you're attached and you're having these feelings about someone else, that's not good. You know, I never say cheat, but there's definitely a pull, a magnetic pull that you're having a really hard time getting away from. You're having a really hard time not thinking about communicating with this person. Okay. So the Chariot. Victory. The dark and the light. Control. So, if you're attached, Virgo, and you're having feelings about someone else, this is take control of your feelings, take control of, do what's right, you know. So, whatever that is to you, you need to do what's right. Don't be sneaky. If you're not married and, you know, it's not a big deal. It's like, well, then break up with the other person before you start a relationship. Don't keep secrets and have an affair. But there's a sign of wanting to go for it. You know, it's like you feel something, this pull, like I said, this magnetic pull, this Chariot, he doesn't have reins. Those horses pull themselves, but it's having control over the dark and the light. It's about being a little selfish, but conformative, but charging ahead for what you want. So I'm going to clarify the High Priestess and see. It's like all these face cards are insane. Or court cards. I hope my batteries don't die, Virgo. Freak out. What is the High Priestess like? Is that just Virgo's the pole? Okay, another two, the Two of Pentacles. So, yeah. I think there's two people, or you're already attached. You're juggling two people. You are very unsure about what the right thing to do is. I really get the feeling that because the Empress is married, let me clarify the Empress. She's married, and I think that, or she's usually married, so there could be a girlfriend or something in Virgo. You're not the type of person that's just gonna go cheat and want to hurt someone. I mean, I know, and that's why it's probably like you're trying so hard not to look, not to engage, not to do anything stupid, and try to be in control of yourself. But it's really hard because the High Priestess is, and the communicate, like, this person is, you're being very honest about things, and I don't think you've crossed any sort of lines yet, but it's obviously on your mind if you're attached, or there's two different people and you're single and you're trying to choose, or something like that, or your ex is coming back and oh geez, yeah. See, this person to you, like I said, rather male or female, the star just came out. That's like your greatest wish. That is an undeniable, naked, like, see, things went from friendly to you really starting to feel for this person. Really starting to see, they've been so exposed. They are mystical to you. They enthrall you, or you enthrall them, and both. I think the feeling's mutual. So if nothing's holding you back, go for it, Virgo. Do not overanalyze it. It's written in the stars. And if you are attached, I think this is the biggest struggle, is because you're not the type of person to cheat. You're not the type of person to lie. You're not the type of person to go behind someone's back and da-da-da. Yet there is this magnetic pull to this person that you feel like it's written in the stars, that you feel like they are everything you wanted, and you can be a different version of yourself around them. You can be open around them. They make you feel comfortable and secure, and that is something that maybe you've been in a relationship that's just comfortable and it's not this deep. This connection is deep, Virgo. Please give me more about the Chariot. Let's clarify the Chariot. What are you going to do? I mean, this is all up to you, because I'm reading for so many people. I can't tell you what to do. You know what's in your heart. You know what the right decision is. You know that if you're not deeply in love with someone and you're having feelings about another person, then there could be something up in the relationship in the first place, right? You also know that every now and then it gets boring and someone comes along and they spark your attention, and it's just for silly reasons because you're bored and you know better than to go against that temptation. Oh my gosh. So yeah, these just kind of popped out. I mean, I don't really even need them when the Tower came out, but it's like, yeah, you're feeling like, how long can you hold this in before it breaks down? And are you wanting to move towards something that you know will sabotage what you have, that will cause a big blow up, but it's also out of your control? Or you know that if you don't keep control of this urge, if you are attached, it's going to cause a Tower situation, yet you can't. There's another page. spying, social media, communication, ready to strike thoughts. And this is exhaustion. You might get tired of not knowing what is going on. Oh my gosh, I'm just floored by this reading right now, because I don't know if you're like you have all the pages. So if it's children, maybe, but I'm going for a situation where there's a couple different people involved and you're having all these different kind of talks, and it's like this deep connection and you're not sure what to do, yet you know it's right, yet there's this magnetic pull towards this person where you're wondering, you're like, this is what I've always this is what I've always wanted. This is the person I've been looking for my whole life. I don't want to hurt the person that I'm with or that I've been seeing, or I don't want to make the wrong choice. But there is a feeling that this person was written in the stars for you, and they're like beautiful, and they're attracting you in all these ways, and they're causing you to humble down and like have these serious conversations and feel something different than you felt in a long time. Yet there's something holding you back. There's some decision that you're juggling, that you're going over. What's holding you back? Please tell me in the comments below if this freaking matters or makes any sense to you. You're having like an internal battle with keeping control of the dark and the light, the black and the white, like you don't know which way to move. You're hesitant, but you feel like charging, but you know that there's a possibility that something's breaking down, or you could ruin something, or if you are talking to multiple people, like someone's gonna get hurt, but this is like out of your control. This love feeling, it's like coming and hitting you like a bolt of lightning too. I mean, you're just like, what in the world am I supposed to do? Okay, why I just screwed up all the cards, but this is just crazy. So, there's a different kind of connection here. If you're already attached to someone, this person came along out of the blue. Maybe you work with them, maybe you met them through friends or whatever it was, but you did not expect for this to happen, and it did, and there's some reason why you can't be together. There's a reason why, you can't be together. And you're trying, what you don't want to hurt anybody. That is not the thing. Your intentions are good. These people are good. This person is good. This person is good. Like, good. You want to be good, but you're also thinking, if I feel this way and I'm not already fulfilled, or what if this is the greatest love of all and I turn my back on it because I'm already committed to serve somebody else. Love is about choice, and it's about choosing that person every single day. And you can't throw away something just for a good time, and I know you as a Virgo, I don't think you would do that. I think the only reason that you're having these like guilty thoughts is because it's like this person is giving you something that you haven't gotten or you haven't felt in a long time. Like a breaking open, an emotional vulnerability, like and a sexual attraction, a physical attraction. It's like it makes you feel different, and so you're like, it's hard for you to ignore. This is so like crazy and neat and wild, but it's like sad too, because if you are in a relationship, I wouldn't want you to hurt anyone else, but and if you're dating like a bunch of people, Virgo, yeah, you're gonna have to choose, and whoever that person is that you just can't seem to stop thinking about, that's the one you should choose. I literally can't read this reading any other way than what I just read it. It's clearly about like, look at these cards. Messages of love, an emotional romantic man, intuition, feelings, connection, deep, emotional, feminine, secrets, gut feelings, the Empress. Oops, battery again, sorry. Oh, close. Oh. The Empress is like the wife. Venus, the goddess of love, sexuality, attraction, beauty. The Star, healing, love, power, the universe, something bigger than us, exposure, healing, dreams, your greatest wish, which came to clarify the Empress, like the most beautiful partner you could ever ask for. And I was like, I don't know what. And then the Lovers. So Virgo, if you're single, you're gonna have, I mean, probably within 6 months you'll meet somebody just that absolutely like takes your breath away. But I also feel with these, there's a decision to be made, in all the pages and stuff. Like there's like a lot for you to process right now, but it's just like they're like stimulating, because you're so intelligent that they need to be able to be like versatile and teach you something and talk to you about a bunch of different things, so it's like, that's why I feel like all these pages are here, because it's like you guys are able to talk about a bunch of different stuff, and you're able to be friends, and it's just, it came from a very humble, vulnerable, natural place, and now it's developing into something that you weren't expecting, and somebody's gonna get hurt. So this message, again, it's not for everybody. It is meant for some of you Virgos. I am just so excited if you guys were able to, if that thing where I talked about, I was feeling like you're so ready for connection, but you're feeling like unable to get to that deep place and just expose yourself and really reach out to someone that you wouldn't normally reach out to, that's just like that keeps you guessing and just like mystifies you from day one. that you can have a friendship with and you can just talk with and get like heavy, and they surprise you all the time, you know, because you are rarely surprised by people. So that's so cool if you opened yourself up and was able to find someone like that. That's really awesome. I'm fidgeting, but my legs are starting to go numb. Okay, it's been 40 minutes. My phone's gonna die. I hope you guys have a beautiful month of May, and I love you, and I hope that the right decision comes to you. And if you have a beautiful connection with someone already, don't ruin it over a possible fling. Like, make sure that it's right if you already are attached. But if you're not attached and you're having those feelings, like, woohoo, go for it, baby. It just may be the one. I don't know. I can't predict the future, but the cards are giving me a feeling that there is a strong magnetic pull about to come through if you've been doing the work and you've been exposing yourself, your emotional, vulnerable, authentic self. Namaste. Have a wonderful month.